Hello, Gemini. I am Midnight Vision. Today's messages are regarding what powers are currently emerging in your life. Let's begin. Reading for Gemini. This is a timeless reading for Gemini regarding what powers are emerging for Gemini at this time. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Okay. What powers are emerging this time for Gemini? Mm-hmm. Okay. Interesting. Interesting that those are the cards that came out. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So, hmm okay, Gemini. Going into this time, I can see that you've been trying very hard to sort of have a meeting of minds within yourself. You've been trying to synthesize, you know, the pieces of you. You've been trying to. And I do see you doing that here. I see you emerging from this transformative time, feeling as though you understand yourself. I feel like he's looking in this mirror, and what's reflected back to him is whole. Whole and and revealed. and understanding that there's not two paths here, but there's one. There's unity within you, is what you're finding. And the power that's emerging here I really see some sort of fairy tale dream, child dream, like dream that you had when you were like youthful dream in your hands. But uh, there's a couple things that go into shooting an arrow, right? You have to have a bow and an arrow. And you have to be able to draw the bow back, right? You have to be able to pull. You have to be able to draw the bow back and the arrow back, and you have to be able to do that before you can release it. And I feel like you've been gathering the strength to be able to draw this bow back. This bow of your life, this. You've been working very hard to create the conditions where you can touch this dream in reality. So that it isn't just something in your mind anymore. hmm But something else needs to happen here. She needs to let go. She can't hold this position forever. Eventually, the strength that you worked so hard to amass, to draw the bow back, to allow the arrow to take flight, your arms are gonna tire. And you won't be able to hold the bow at full draw anymore. It's time to release this energy. It's time to, your powers are ready. You don't need to do anything else. This dream is part of your power, and it is ready. And when you release this tension, when you allow this arrow to soar through the air and hit its target, I mean, you're gonna spark a fire in your life. Let's get some more cards here. Gemini. I think that you've always dreamed of having this power. And you do have this power that you always thought that you had. It's exactly what you thought it was. And you're beginning to wake up to this. And what's on the other side of you releasing that arrow is not the Nine of Swords, it is the Nine of Pentacles here. See? Release this arrow, Gemini. Release it. Do the thing that you've been preparing to do. Do it. your any perceived any obstacles that you think might be in your way, or you're imagining them. They're perceived obstacles here. Mhm. What's underneath this is Emperor energy, Empress energy, in the sense of her intuitive abilities. You can't see this. This card says intuition here. Your arrow, Gemini, this arrow that you want to let loose on the world, is guided by your heart, by your inner child, by this unified self that you've worked so hard to bring forward. I mean, I think most people will say sometimes it just don't, you just feel it. You feel your target. And I don't just mean in like shooting, I'm being in general. When you can just feel what's right. This is one of those times, Gemini. Follow your intuition and release that arrow. You know where your target is. You're ready. Your intuition is one of your strongest powers here, and it's guiding you to your target. The way that you have integrated yourself is one of your strongest powers. You're emerging here as an integrated, powerful being. I mean, no, that's too many cards. I don't. And emerging into a place where you see with your eyes wide open, and you have so much abundance that you'll have more to offer others. Maybe you're afraid. Maybe you're afraid of what people are going to see here. I mean, after all, as soon as you release this arrow, you're going to give away your position. Well, let's just imagine that you're going to give away your position. You shoot the arrow, now suddenly everybody knows Robin Hood's here. Okay. They know you're here, they're going to see you. There's some fear of being seen here. But you don't need to fear. You don't need to fear being seen, Gemini. You are whole. And there is only one you. He might have a scar here. He might have, you know, marks on his forearms or distinguishing characteristics. Maybe he has streaks of gray in his hair. Those are his, though. He's the only one that has them. And there was an experience that came with gaining these scars, which is unique to only his experience and his way of being. Your experience and your way of being, Gemini. Do not fear revealing yourself by loosing that arrow. Let's get some advice for Gemini. Yep. Centeredness, solidness. Four Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune here. Four, four, four. Okay, four. We have a lot of fours coming out here. I think you might also be meeting someone, Gemini. Someone else who has this dualness that you felt like you had. Somebody else who maybe has a strong influence of Gemini in their chart. But I also feel like there's definitely like a huge amplification of your energy here. I mean, if this is a light, if this is a lighted arrow, imagine the fire it's going to start. The conditions are perfect for what it is that you're bringing forth. The Wheel of Fortune is guiding things here, is underlying all of this. You know, there's so much strength in the foundation to what's going on here with your emergence of powers. The emergence of your powers, Gemini. So, you know, the messages here are let go of that fear. Let go. Let go of the doubts. Let go of all those thoughts plaguing those horrors plaguing your mind. Let them go. The child does not have any of those. Assume the perspective of the child. So innocent and ready to just receive whatever the world has. To just go with the flow of life. And we see this delicate hummingbird not even hesitating to approach the child because, you know, neither has anything to fear from the other. It's sort of like, you know, allow the abundance to come to you. Don't fear it. Don't fear the abundance. Don't fear your power, Gemini. Don't be afraid of this fire. You've done the work. You're ready for what comes next. When you release your powers, whatever comes out, you know, when you follow this intuition and you let go of this thing that you've been working on, you are fulfilling sort of your dreams here. You're bringing them to fruition here. And that is also a power that you possess, is this ability to live as a child in these moments and to manifest as a child would. So, Gemini, I appreciate you joining me today. Thank you for taking the time. It was a pleasure. If you'd like to be notified for future videos, click subscribe. These are the messages I have for you at this time. See you soon. Take care.